Welcome back to Roundup Reddit. Today we have 3 relationship dilemmas that highlight important themes of respect, boundaries, and communication. Let's get into it. Story 1. A law student faces her fiancé's insecurities about her past modeling and current studies. I, 23, got engaged to my fiancé a few weeks ago after dating for a year and 4 months. She's a nurse, so she gets pretty busy, while I am a law student and used to be a part-time model. Here's the problem. Whenever I drive him to meet his friends or family, he always wants me to keep what I study under wraps and not tell anyone, as apparently what you study makes me seem unmanly, whatever that means. He also has a problem with the fact that I used to model. Apparently, I was showing myself to the world, even though I know for a fact he approached me because he liked my appearance. So whenever we go to a family gathering, he tells me to dress down. Recently, it was his birthday, and he threw a huge party at his parents' house. He invited some of his friends, his family, and me. The theme was formal, so I dressed up in a simple, tight black dress and went to the party with his present. Throughout the party, he was glaring at me, saying I was overdressed. But the last straw was when one of his friends tried to kiss me out of the blue. I pushed him away and screamed. Needless to say, the party ended shortly after that, and when I was leaving, my fiancé told me I was asking for it, which made me snap. I shouted at him, calling him condescending and misogynistic, and said his friend, who is 37 by the way, was at fault. I threatened to break it off. When I left, he texted me saying he's willing to give me another chance as he doesn't want to let me go. But I told him to piss off. Then he called me an asshole. I am seriously considering breaking up with him. Story 2. A young woman lists the pros and cons of her relationship. Here's a list of all the good things and bad things about our relationship. Does the good outweigh the bad? Good things. He's always there for me and gives me emotional support. When I'm upset, we have a similar sense of humor and are always laughing together. He says good things about me to his friends and family. He compliments me. He always wants to spend time with me. He buys me flowers and snacks. Sometimes bad things. He gets upset and frustrated easily. He can be immature sometimes and doesn't have good social manners. X farts and burps loudly in public. He has plenty of girlfriends, but says he doesn't want me to have guy friends. He is frugal. We always go 50-50 on everything. He has a full-time job, is 26, lives at home, and pays 0 bills. And whenever it's his birthday or a holiday, he asks me to buy him expensive gifts, knowing that I don't have a lot of money. One time during sex, I told him it was hurting and that I wanted to stop, but he wanted to keep going and said he'll be more gentle. And I agreed, but then the condom broke and he made me pay for the plan B. Story 3. A woman struggles with her boyfriend's lack of religious practice despite their agreement. My boyfriend and I have been together for several years now. We are like day and night, completely different. He's had several relationships before me. I, on the other hand, never had one. For him, sex in the relationship was a must. So were the previous relationships. Don't judge me, but I didn't want to get more intimate before marriage, and he knew that from day one. After long discussions, he agreed to wait until the wedding. He kept hinting that he wanted more. Because I saw how important that is to him, I agreed to become more intimate. I told him it was a one-time thing. You can imagine he didn't respect it. He always wanted more and more. Now we get intimate at every time we met. We see each other 1 and 2 times a week. I'd still rather wait until the wedding. But once I refuse intimacy, he gets angry and makes me feel like shit. We've been doing this for 2 years now. I like to practice my religion. Sex is as important to him as it is to me to practice with my boyfriend. I already told him when we met that I wanted someone who would practice religion with me. He agreed to it. He hadn't practiced before, but he wanted to start. Several years have passed and he is doing exactly nothing. He expects intimacy from me, so I think it's fair to fulfill my wish. Religion. Am I wrong? I have now fulfilled his wish for 2 years. Why is my biggest wish not fulfilled? Whenever I talk about it, he says I should stop with the topic and that I annoy him. What should I do? He tells me to be patient, but I've been waiting for over 2 years now. I fulfill his love language, intimacy, but he doesn't do anything for mine, religious activities. Don't get me wrong, I don't expect him to be the most religious person, but that he at least tries to cover the basics. I love him very much. How can I convince him? He does a lot for me and for our future, but religion is my biggest wish, and it feels like he doesn't do anything about it while I try to fulfill his wish every time we met. I want him, but I told him from the start that I wanted to marry someone who practices his religion, and he agreed. Should I end it? What should I do? For y'all's information, we share the same religion. It's just about the practice. Thanks for joining us on Roundup Reddit. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories from the Reddit community. Until next time.